there, fellow collectors. Welcome into another episode of Hello There. I am the one and only Sneaker. We are here on a fine Thursday afternoon. It's so nice. I work half days now on Thursdays, half days on Fridays. So we're probably going to see some, just kind of spontaneous afternoon shows, especially when there is an announcement or a release. So welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got some of y'all in here. Please hit that like button when you enter here. Would really appreciate it. Have been having a blast on the live streams. So please hit that like button so it continues to push my live streams out there to the masses. With that being said, like I said, welcome into the show, everyone. I hope you all enjoy your stay as always. Little housekeeping for you. If you like what I do, please consider supporting the channel by becoming a member of the one and only Evil Empire, where you get access to a bunch of cool perks. You get custom emojis, exclusive shout outs like you see on the starting soon screen and the outro, and as always in the chat. You get members only early access to videos when I do them, and also giveaways. There have been two big giveaways in the last month. There was a Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars that was given away. Shout out to Darth Reese, the Maul Fiend, a Sith Lord of the Evil Empire channel membership, who won the Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then another huge shout out to Batman Collectibles, who's a Grand Moff of the channel, who won a Mace Windu. So two really big figure giveaways within the last month. Just my way to really show my support for the people who are becoming channel members and supporting the channel in that way. So stay tuned, because for the remainder of the year, there is a lot more to come in regards to stuff like that for the channel. So, and also huge shout out to Darth Fulcrum, the Shadow baby. You can also hit the join button on my channel page or use the link in the chat that's always pinned to the top. Huge shout out to all 36 people so far. Thank you all so much. 36 people. Crazy to have 36 channel members, but y'all are the best in 1/6 game. Really appreciate you guys. And I really appreciate everybody being here. Also, if you're looking for some cases like the ones behind me, you can go check out MODUSPACE.com and use code SNEAKER in all caps for $20 off of your order. Last but not least, before I get to you guys in the chat, I want to give a huge shout out, as always, to Underground Figures. You can check them out by going to undergroundfigures.net. If you make an account on their website, you're eligible for no NRD pre-orders, which is awesome. I do not like putting money down. It is just, something I do not like to do. They have great prices, 5% below Sideshow's price. They double box all shipments free of charge. You probably don't have to pay tax. Check out the description below for more details, and please mention I sent you if you order anything, or even if you have a question when you email. Would really appreciate it. Helps out the channel for future giveaways and stuff for the channel. So, and also the figure that we're going to talk about today, $332.99 versus $350. So you're saving that money. You're saving tax. The shipping's probably going to be cheaper than Sideshow. Just go save some money. And just get amazing customer service to boot. So huge shout out to Underground Figures. Now let's get to you guys in the chat. Thank you so much. We got 22 people in here on a random Thursday afternoon. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. We got Keith Lee in the house. He says LFG. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Thank you so much for being here, Keith. Really appreciate it, man. We got a channel member, Jose G. Hernandez, in the house. Hello there. Nice to see my name back with the Evil Empire. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Becoming a channel member, really appreciate it. We got good friend channel member Danny Spachka in the house. He says, I'll be back as a 2.0. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to talk about it. Super exciting. We got the boss man, Boba Fettuccine, in the house. He says, what's happening all? Happy almost weekend. Yes, man. Happy almost weekend. Thursday's always a good day. Got one more day until Friday. Almost a weekend, baby. Let's go. We got channel member Brick Artemis in the house. What is up, Brick? He says T-800. Let's go. I know he is very excited about this one, along with many other people who have been waiting for this figure to be announced. So, and it's a little bit quicker than I thought. We're going to talk about it. We got another channel member in the house. We got Collector Joey, and I see the Joeys are convening in the chat. Well, look what we have here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Joey, we getting that wrench. Oh, you cracked me up, bro. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. Really appreciate it. Hashtag we are Joey. We got Grand Admiral AJ Agrus in the house. Says, greeting friends. Today's an amazing day. Must have all T2 figures. Nice, dude. I'm so happy you're excited about this one. That is awesome. Very, very cool. Also, I need to look at something real quick. Okay. For some reason, last time when I was streaming, I was just checking my phone because last time I was streaming, my audio wasn't syncing to my mic. Like, it was like I was talking, but there's a little bit of delay. So I think I'm good. It looks good on my end. Looks good on my end this time. So let me know if I have any issues. But I had to just I tried resetting my program and stuff in certain ways. But I think it's good. We got Hayden Collects. What is up, dude? Thank you so much, Hayden, for tuning in, dude. It's been a while since I've seen your name popping up in the streams. I know you've been popping up a little bit in the Discord. So thank you so much for tuning in, bro. Really appreciate you stopping into the show, and I hope you enjoy your stay. We got Mitchell Lawrence in here. What is up, Mitchell? He says, what's good? Checking in from London, UK. Dude, I would love to go to the UK at some point in my life. Says, already pre-ordered this must-have upgrade from Skynet itself. My wallet has been terminated. Right. Thank you so much for being here, bro. We got a channel member for Ewok in the house. Says, hello, friends. Hello there. Thank you so much for being here, dude. Really appreciate you tuning in and for being a new channel member as well this month. Really appreciate the support. We got Universal Key in the house too. He says, afternoon, everyone. Love the cap shield as always. Thank you so much for being here, man. We got Darth Venom in the house, dude. I like that name. Darth Venom. Yeah, that's badass. What's up, fellow collectors? Thank you so much for being here, man. A new name. Haven't seen this name, but really appreciate you tuning in, man. I like the love the username, dude. It's awesome. Jose says, Steve, does this mean you don't want my Beetlejuice pre-order anymore? Never wanted it. Fake news. We got Grand Admiral Valkyrie Magnus in the house as always. Really appreciate your support as always, Valkyrie, as well. Always in here, always showing the support, and always interacting in the chat. So thank you so much for being here. Good morning to you. We got Brick using that Grand Admiral emoji. Let's go. We got Nick's Collectibles now. It says, it's the chopper guy. Dude, I love your comments, man. I love your sense of humor. You always got the good jokes. Always dropping the good jokes. Love it, man. Love it. Thanks so much for being here, Nick. We got Grand Moff Cage in the house. He says, hey, everyone. Hope you're all doing well today. Hello there. Thank you so much for being here, bro. As always, never, ever miss one of my live streams. It's truly crazy. We got Grand Admiral Thrawn's office in the house. Yes. The office of Grand Admiral Thrawn also has a rank. Quote, I need your clothes, your boots, and your smashed like buttons. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you so much, man, for being here. We got SG Collectibles in the house. Steven. What is up, man? Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you tuning into the show. We got Riley Reviews as well in the house. He says, yo, what is up, bro? Thanks so much for tuning into the show. Guys, we got 26 y'all in here. Please take that thumb and hit that thumb button on the video. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's get to some stuff here. So I got to pull some stuff up. Let me transition over here to this. I want to talk just a little bit about this description here on the figure itself. So I woke up this morning, saw this one. Obviously, everybody, goes without any introduction what this figure is, right? We get the Terminator 2 T-800 battle damage 2.0 version, which I know a lot of people have been wanting. I know when we were talking about 2.0s, the discussion was like, man, they really need to like maybe redo a Terminator figure. Yeah, here you go, guys. Everyone ask and you shall receive. So this like description, there's a lot in this description and a lot of good stuff in this description. So as an all-time classic and cultural phenomenon among movie fans, the Terminator franchise continues to offer fans insights on the perception of the future and AI through heart-pounding scenes, coining its enduring impact on the science fiction genre. Damn, they're bringing out the heat with this statement right here on this one, this description. Hot Toys is excited to revisit Terminator 2 and present this figure. This is another thing this is something that D-Lo brought up on Wolfpack Wednesdays about this kind of newly developed head sculpt. Where this says same type of thing, right? We were talking about the new Obi-Wan figure, newly developed head sculpt. This one says faithfully crafted battle damage version. Features a newly developed head sculpt with separate rolling eyeballs, as well as an additional heavy damage head sculpt, revealing the endoskeleton. And it has a light up LED right eye, which I'm pretty sure is battery powered. That's my guess. I don't think that they would do USB for that as of now. So I'm going to guess it's battery powered. And then we get the leather jacket, right? We're going to look at the photos and go through some of this stuff, but this is really nice. We got genuine leather jacket, battle damage version, and then the other one that has the damaged sleeve, pair of pants that's also leather. And then one of the big things too, aside from all the weapons, is I'm pretty sure the belt is also leather this time, which I know that was something that people had a lot of issues with, the belt, right? So comes with a bunch of stuff, and also this base. We're going to go to the photos. Enough of the description here. Before I get into it, Keith says, fun fact, Steve said we sent enough nudes, he'll do a 4-hour stream. Send him news. I will do a 4-hour stream if the people demand it at some point. I would have to probably plan that out and figure out, probably like bring people on and off the show to just come onto the show and talk about random stuff. But I would do it, man. Like 4 hours kind of goes by fast when you're on the show, you know, when you're on the show and you're doing stuff, talking to everybody. It'd be a long show. Be a very long show. Hayden says this looks sick for Terminator fans. No doubt. Mitchell says I wasn't collecting Hot Toys when the original came out, so I'm extremely happy. Yeah, extremely happy for the people who, this is a figure came out, the 1.0 came out a while ago, long time ago. So yeah, people are going to be happy about this one. I know a lot of people don't have it. We got Toy Collector in the house. What is up, man? Thank you for being here. It says looks so good. Pre-order for Sideshow this morning. Nice, that day one pre-order. And then Mitchell said, you're right, it is battery powered. Yeah, I figured with the eye it would be battery powered, right? Jose says, are we sure Steve is actually a Terminator fan? Oh boy. Kid says, first half shirtless on the 4-hour stream. Oh boy. We are going down a path here. Nick, I will join in on that. Just bring on Nick onto the stream shirtless. Nick can just be, just be right on the show with me. Dude, that would be awesome. Ooh, Thron's off says just do a 4-hour NYCC stream. Interesting. How much for Steve to do it shirtless? All right, moving on here. So I'm not gonna lie, this thing looks sick. I don't really know how much, like, do you guys think this is a new head sculpt? I'm wondering what, like, the head sculpt looks like it's the same head, but they just have like some different paint applications. They obviously updated it. But like, is it brand new? I don't know if it's necessarily like a brand new head sculpt or not. Regardless, this thing looks badass, man. This figure is sick. I don't know if I'm going to get this or not. We shall see. I would like to get a Terminator figure at some point. Yeah, we'll see. But this is really cool. Look at this detail, like the blood work in here and stuff like that. That is just so cool. All the battle damage, the coat looks really good. This is just looks really nice all through here. But is it enough? Like, do you guys think it's enough? Yeah, we got some people in here saying, yeah, it's a new head sculpt. So it's a brand new head sculpt. Interesting. Like I know I was talking to a couple people who said they felt like the head was pretty much the same. But that's a good point. That's a good to know. Good point. Yeah, Nick says it's 100% new. The battle damage is different. There you go. That's something I didn't know. I'm not real, like, I don't have the first one, so you guys need to help me out as far as like some differences between this one and the other one. I know like the stuff that they said, but like the head, like kind of the old one still looks pretty good. Like I was looking at some photos comparing the two. It still looked pretty dang good when you look at the old one. But regardless, like for somebody who doesn't have it, obviously this is going to be a no-brainer. But the fact that you get kind of these two different types of head sculpts, and also from a value perspective on this figure, like the first one, I was looking at this morning too. The first one that came out was $315. So to get to, you're like, this is where I like to, I think about like kind of the value for these of like what you're paying versus like prior ones. I honestly thought, like, I hate to say it, but I thought the price of this was going to be like closer to $400 with what they've been doing with some figures. So it's good to see that like $315 versus $350, you're looking at a $35 difference, and you're getting beyond like just for 35 bucks more, you're getting like this leather material, leather jacket, leather pants like that. I feel like the upgrades, you get this really nice diorama base. Looking at it, I feel like that's worth it. I feel like that $35 difference from how long ago this figure came out, I feel like that value wise, like I feel like that is something that is worth like the upcharge, versus like if this thing was like $400 and we're talking different, you know. It's kind of makes it kind of crazy that Chewbacca and 3PO are like up there over the $400 mark. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. We got Christian Cooper in here. He says, what's up, Steven Chat? Thank you so much for being here, man. Channel member, always in here showing support. Really appreciate it, man. He's about to get off work. Nice. Mitchell says, imagine if the Jungle Hunter Predator goes up for pre-order tomorrow on Friday. Dude, these figures are being announced fast from this event, right? Like this event that was in Hong Kong where they showed these figures. Like I'm wondering, like, is Batman Returns going to happen now, like relatively quickly? Are they like spacing out these like they did Chewbacca and 3PO? Like, are they going to be spacing these out now to where like then we get like now we have this? Are we going to end up getting Jungle Hunter Predator? Are we going to get Batman Returns? We'll see. It's looking like they like showed those because they're going to announce them. So we'll see. Also 16 Shooter, thank you so much for being here, man. I know you said I brought up your comment saying it's a new sculpt, but really appreciate you tuning into the show. Thank you so much. Let's see here. We got AJ upgrading the channel membership. Let's go. Upgrading from Grand Admiral to Grand Moff. Let's go. So another really cool thing is when I do giveaways for stuff, the higher the tier you are within the channel membership, you get an extra entry every tier you go up. So just keep that in mind for giveaways. And the last two have been like people who have been like the higher tiers because they have a better chance. So just keep that in mind. But thank you so much, AJ. Really appreciate it, dude. Also just really appreciate the support. You've been a member since I think I started channel memberships. Like it's been, or shortly thereafter that, it's been like, has to be 8 or 9 months at this point, maybe so probably somewhere around there, 7, 8, 9 months. So I just want to say thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that, truly. And we got this guy, my what's the term, you know, and you're like is it telepathic? Connor and I got a connection, man. We got like brain power going across the world, connecting each other. But he says, come with me if you want to live. What is up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. Good friend and channel member. Thank you for tuning in, bro. Really appreciate it. Darth Venom says, I'm definitely getting this. I missed out on the first T-800, so this is a day one pre-order for me. You are not alone. I feel like this statement is going to be one that a lot of people are sharing today. Missed out on the first one. A lot of new collectors I know are going to be happy, or people who started collecting within the last couple of years, going to be happy about this one, right? Let me just go through a few more photos here. This looks damn good. Like, this is sick right here. This was a picture. I feel like every time like a figure comes out, there's always one picture. Like if it's a figure that's really dope, there's always one picture that I'm drawn to. Like when the Obi-Wan Kenobi figure was just announced, there's that one where he like has his arms out lifting up the rocks. It's so dope. But this looks really sick right here. Like this holding the rifle just looks badass, all torn up, battle damage. I think this look is just really awesome. The one thing I'll say is I kind of wish this like nameplate on here wasn't so large. Like I could almost do without that, or like just make it like kind of built into this where it's not a shiny silver. I don't feel like this nameplate really necessarily needs to be there. Still cool. It's still fine. Like I don't have a huge problem with it. It still looks good, but I feel like sometimes these diorama bases, it would be nice if they just didn't really, I don't feel like they need to have that in. Like I like these kind of rock style bases they do because they don't just have like a nameplate attached to the front of the rocks, right? So I just don't really feel like it's necessary all the time. But they do it on this figure. Christian says, is there multiple head sculpts? There are. So these are the two head sculpts you get. You get the two styles of battle damage head sculpts. Toys Island, this guy. Wow. Hello, Stevie boy. Yes. Telepathy. I think that's what I said. Telepathic connection. God, I don't know what I say. I forget what I even said, but there you go. That's what I was trying to get to. We got Big Dog Pound in the house. Woo! Let's go. The leather goods sold me. I'm in. Yes, Hot Toys been making some moves lately. Like the last releases or the last announcements and releases, like Mantis got an update. Rocket got an update. Obi-Wan got an update. Like they are like stepping their game up lately with these releases. Hopefully this is a trend. Hopefully this is a trend of like stuff going in that direction where they're getting the like where they're taking that stuff into account and maybe they're listening a little bit more, right? So it's very interesting. Are they going to keep doing that where they just update the head sculpt and then drop figures? I hope so. I hope so. Rather than like, because the thought before was like, oh, you can expect a 10% downgrade in the sculpt, right? But now they're like upgrading stuff. So I know it hasn't been a ton. We'll see. It's kind of been like a really short term trend, but it would be awesome if that continues. I feel like that's really awesome. AJ says, no problem. Always glad to be part of the channel and support. Keep the fantastic content coming. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate it. The support from everybody does not go unnoticed. And we got 16-figure Focus joining in on the Evil Empire. Thank you so much, bro. Really, really appreciate it. He says, returning the favor and support. Yeah, dude, I really appreciate it. Guys, go check out 16-figure Focus. He puts a lot of work into his content. You can really just tell like Shane he does an awesome job and just like consistently is putting out content. And I know he does a live stream as well. Shane, I apologize. I can't always catch your live stream because Mondays I work long days and it's like right in the middle of my afternoon. So I'm unable to because I'm at work, but always enjoy watching your shows when I can. And just like, yeah, his content is just like consistently putting out videos and just like, you can tell he just like has his stuff in order when it comes to his content, putting cool stuff out, guys. So go check out 16-figure Focus. He's about to watch Empire Strikes Back in the cinema. Dude, that is awesome. I just went in May, on May the 4th, I did a Star Wars marathon stream in my local theater, and I watched 1 through 6. Like it was from like 8 at night through like the morning, and it was awesome. It was my first time seeing the original trilogy in theaters, and it was I had never gone when they like kept bringing it back, and then I just watched all 3 straight through. So it was awesome. It was awesome. So always good seeing those movies in the cinema for sure. But thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you joining up. We got Big Rib in the house. Says, what's up, Evil? What is up, Big Rib? Thanks so much for being here, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, Mitchell says the T2 logo works. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it. I just feel like sometimes they just don't need to have that large of a imprint on some of these like diorama bases. But it's cool. Like I said, they do this with a lot of different stuff. It's not really a bad thing. It's just kind of a thing where, like, for me personally, I don't feel like I need that there, but it works. It's fine. It's obviously not a deal breaker or anything crazy when it comes to that. But this shot for me is like, this is like something that I would do. It's like posing like this. I really hope this base illuminates like this and actually like you can see the red going up. I really hope they make it bright enough to do that. That looks really good. This is cool too. Just like, this is badass. You're getting this full leather outfit. I hope they use like good quality leather. I think that's one thing too. Like, hopefully they use some good quality leather. Again, this looks really good, man. Yeah, this is like, I hope they do really well with these paint apps too. Like with this, it's crazy with the blood. You know what I mean? Like the blood staining and stuff like that. It just looks so cool. Let's move forward here. I want to see if there's any more like, and here you can see kind of like the close up of the chest. But I mean, it's just so cool how they did this figure. Like anything like battle damage like this, and Terminator, obviously something so iconic. Like this is something that I know people are super, super hyped about. I'm torn. Like it's really hard right now for me because a lot of my focus is Star Wars. You guys know, like Star Wars is like the one IP for me that's like really the reason why I'm a collector is because of Star Wars. Like I've mained Star Wars my whole life since I was a young kid as far as collecting goes. So, and all throughout my whole life, it's just been that. So my main is Star Wars. I'm pretty selective when it comes to like Marvel and DC. I still have some of that stuff. There's still some stuff that like I want to catch up on Marvel and DC. And like it's hard for one-off figures for me because I just like Star Wars so much. So like I'm really picky. Is this something I would like to add to my collection at some point? Yes, it is. Like this is so cool. Am I gonna pre-order it? I don't think I'm gonna pre-order this one, but we'll see. Like this is one I'm gonna keep my eye on. I probably will, and maybe get it down the line. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this one as far as like, you know, like you guys know, I've been kind of revamping my collection room too. And then it's like, well, I have some figures where I'm like, I don't know where I'm going to put these right now. And that's a good reason why I like to revamp every once in a while too. Because of that. So I don't know where this one would even go, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. But let me put up a poll because I didn't put up a poll. I meant to do this. Are you getting T-800? And then I'm going to put a couple options. Yes, no, yes, keeping 1.0. And then I'm going to put up a couple options. Yes and no. And then yes, keeping the 1.0, and then no, keeping the 1.0. Because I'm curious to see if like people are going to keep the 1.0 if they actually get this. And then, or are you like actually, you know, just getting this, or are you avoiding it? Whatever. You guys get my point when it comes to the poll. So there you go. There's a poll in here. Let's keep going through these photos here. Yeah, this head sculpt is just crazy, man. So cool. So cool when they do stuff like this. It's always nice to have options, like to have two head sculpts, right? I think that's so cool. I wouldn't post him like this personally with him like crawling on the floor, but this is badass. Like, damn, this is sick, man. This is very, very cool. I love this look. This is badass too, with this launcher. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. So you got some options. You just have some options. And for a figure like this to have options is really awesome. It gives kind of variability, right? For people who, you know, not everybody's is just going to look the exact same. They're not all going to have the same pose, which I think is really cool too when it comes to a figure like this, where it's not just going to look the same for everybody. You have a lot of variability when it comes to posability with this figure as well. I love how they do like this damage on the shirt. It's just, and in the jacket, it's just, and I know it looks similar to like the last one as far as the jacket goes and stuff, but still, it's like the attention to detail in this is just crazy. And like we already said, the fact that it's leather is a huge win. Hopefully they start doing that moving forward. That's another thing that I would like to see. Like if they're going to update figures when they release them, like Mantis, like they come out and they say, hey, we updated the head sculpt. It would be nice to say, hey, we updated the materials from the prototype of what we announced, right? Like instead of having just like a pleather belt, we actually have a genuine leather belt. You know, that would be so nice if they started doing something like that. Is it wishful thinking? Maybe, but like you got to like get with that level of quality too. You know what I mean? I feel like it would be just nice to have more stuff that lasts, where you didn't have to worry about it peeling, didn't have to worry about it flaking. That just would be very nice. So yeah, you get the LED light up eye, separate rolling eyeball. Very cool that they do the one eye that still rolls. And then you have this one obviously with the rolling eyeballs. Like I say every time, separate rolling eyeballs is awesome. Like it's just, you can make the figure look different so many different ways when you have the ability to do rolling eyes. And then here you get the genuine leather clothing. Another thing with this, you get 2 leather jackets. So like, this is just a weird thing, I think too, is like Hot Toys, like my thought with pleather was always like, oh, you save money, right? You save money with the pleather. And then they do something like this. This is like a really, to me, this is like something that's really intricate when it comes to the jacket. This isn't just like a really easily produced leather jacket in my mind for a figure. Like just, oh, here's a plain black leather jacket. this thing has like intricate details in it, right? Bullet holes, cuts. There's just a ton of markup in it. There's blood on some of like in some of these areas. So the fact that then like it's like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna make everything pleather because it's cheap, and now they're gonna make this leather, and you're getting 2 jackets. That's like, that to me is just kind of crazy. It's like sometimes I feel like Hot Toys goes from like one extreme to the other, and I don't really feel like we're paying for it in a way that we could as far as price. Like I said, I thought the price of this would be higher with the way that Hot Toys has been trending. But thankfully, like I said, $35 more than the original launch. That's pretty good, all things considering, when you're getting, you know, these 2 head sculpts, you're getting this sweet diorama base, you're getting these double jackets that are both leather. It's very, very cool. Very, very cool. Boba Fettuccine says, same here. Star Wars has been an obsession for me since I first saw it in theater in Brooklyn in 1977. First real thing I started collecting. Yeah, it's crazy. I actually saw like the OT before I saw the prequels. Like I watched OT as a kid, and then Phantom Menace was my first theatrical experience. But I was going into Phantom Menace having already seen the original trilogy. It's just, yeah, it's crazy. Like Star Wars has just been something I've always connected with, like on just so many levels when it comes to, I could go, you know what, Keith's talking about a 4-hour stream. I could go on I could talk about Star Wars. I don't even know. I could just I would love to just do a marathon stream breaking down like every single Star Wars movie and just talking about each movie and going through it and the shows and everything's just, yeah, Star Wars is just my passion when it comes to movies and stuff like that. So yeah, it's hard to get away from Star Wars. I'm drawn to every single Star Wars thing that comes out figure wise. I'm pretty much like, ugh. It's tough, man. Very tough. SG Collectibles says, who wants to sell their 1.0 to me? You're going to get some people who want to sell their 1.0 for sure. For sure. And honestly, like I thought this would be like the 1.0, like basically like this would probably one of those ones where it's like the 1.0 that's going to take the hit the worst is probably this figure. But then again, like I think some people might want to just keep this. Like when I was talking to the Wolfpack guys, like Graham brought up a point of, you know, keeping the first one, the 1.0, and just putting the alternate head sculpt on it, so you have 2 separate looks. You know, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool if you want to do that. Mitchell says, I'm mainly collecting classic franchises and iconic characters, so anything from cinematic, sci-fi, 80s, 90s is a no-brainer for me. Word. Very cool. Very cool. We got Doug Guido in the house. What is up, Doug Guido? He says, what they are doing with the jacket is what Sideshow should be doing with Ponda Baba. 1 clean, 1 severed arm. That would have been really nice. Would have been really nice if they put more stuff with Ponda Baba for sure. That would have been cool. That would have been cool. No doubt. Thank you for being here, Doug Guido. Really appreciate it. Mitchell says, Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars film. No debating. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back. I think I've said this like a lot in the past too. Is like, I feel like Empire is like the perfect movie. Just like the perfect movie, but the most nostalgic for me, and I think probably my favorite, is Return of the Jedi. It's just like my favorite version of Luke. When I think about Return of the Jedi, it reminds me more of my childhood, if that makes sense. But I feel like Empire Strikes Back is just like the perfect movie. OT is just, man, OT, where it all started. But this is sick, man. I'm really glad with this, like, genuine leather clothing. I know people wanted this for a long time. People were talking about this. That we say it all the time as collectors, right? Wish it was leather. Give us something that we don't have to worry about it being damaged. Thank you, Mitchell. Val points. Fair enough. Yeah, dude, Star Wars is so, like, means so much to so many people. You know, I love talking about it with people because you just get so many different perspectives. What things are people's favorites? It's cool hearing people say like the sequels are their favorites now too, like in my age group. And it's just, yeah, I love talking about Star Wars. Darth Venom says, I'm collecting almost everything, which is not good for my wallet. That it is not. You should talk to How You Figure, Justin, aka How You Figure. He would agree with this sentiment. You collect everything, multiple IPs. It's hard. It's hard when you collect multiple IPs. This base, is very cool. And one thing, hold on a second, because this one has, let me go back to a couple photos. I'm sorry, I'm going back. No, it wasn't that one. I thought I saw one that didn't have, like, it looked like the nameplate wasn't on it. Maybe it was this photo. I don't know. Thought maybe the nameplate could have been removable, but this is sick, man. Like I said, from the original, you're getting not only a 2.0 upgrade, but the price difference is like, that's what I'm kind of, like I said, I don't want me to keep talking about it, but like the price difference, this is a worthy price difference in my mind. You know what I mean? This is what I was talking about with the sideshow figures of like Ponda Baba and Greedo, and those figures like at 280 is just too high for what you're getting with those figures. This being it's $350, but it's $35 more than the original release. This is just such a better value when it comes to everything that you're getting when it comes to a 2.0 figure. You know, I think that's like 2.0s should be better, and when it's not that much higher, you're getting all these upgrades. And this is like the perfect kind of 2.0 package. Like you're getting all these upgrades. This really awesome base that has USB plug-in, which is always awesome to see that. Like, it's so nice that they do USB-C with some of this stuff now. And then it's only $35 more than this other one that released years ago. So it's just a worthy 2.0, and they're not just like destroying you with the cost of like, oh, this one's $400 before shipping and all that stuff. So I think that's just really good when it comes to this, as far as price. Like, the price point is more than fair, all things considering, I think. So here's everything as a full package. A lot of stuff that comes with this. AJ says, at least the T2 figure I purchased backwards was the DX10. So unfortunately, dodge it for now. We will see how long. Maybe you meant dodge the reissue for now. Is that what you meant? But yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. Yeah, is a clean one coming? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. But at the same time, like, nothing is safe. No, nothing is safe right now. So is a clean one coming? We'll see. I know a lot of people want the clean one too, and I'm sure they are probably aware of that. So I don't know, man. It's hard. Like, there's a chance for everything now. Chance for everything. Then AJ says, also totally agree with the cost comments on this one too. It's very fair, which seems rare to say in 2024. Yeah. Hopefully this happens more. As far as like the price points go. Mitchell says, I'm waiting for the day when Hot Toys makes Hoth figures. Yeah, we need more Hoth figures and creatures. 100%. I agree, Mitchell. I agree. I love my Empire figures for sure. So this is what we get. Get a bunch of hands. You get the interchangeable battle damage left arm, just to review everything, separate rolling eyeballs. Then you get the 2 head sculpts, which, like I said, is just awesome to get the two head sculpts. Genuine leather, which I know is a huge win for people. All these badass weapons. And this is like, they didn't skimp on the weapons either. I know, like, sometimes you just get a figure that doesn't have that many weapons. Like, they give you everything in here. Look at that. You just get a bunch of different, just awesome weapons. And then I love this base. I just think this base is so awesome. So total package, like, this is what I want to see from figures and from 2.0s right here when it comes to just like the total package for everything. Is there anything you guys feel like you want to see more from this? Like, what else would you have wanted to see in this version of the figure? Maybe I'm just missing something, but I feel like this is like, I don't really have any complaints about this. Like, it's just, it comes with a bunch of stuff. You have so many options. Really good announcement. Really dope announcement for sure. Jose says, if it's a clean one, I'm hoping for the black shirt version. It's hard. It's like, man, Hot Toys just like, you just don't know what they're doing. I would probably lean towards the fact they're probably going to end up doing one at some point. Terminator is so popular. And then Christian says, I want to get this, but I have way too many pre-orders. I feel that, dude. This is where I'm at too. And he says, also, he's like me. Yeah, primary Star Wars. Yeah, dude, it's hard to. And Star Wars fans, like, man, Hot Toys does not disappoint. They release and announce so much stuff. So, Jose says, when this was first displayed, they had a seamless arm accessory. I wonder why it wasn't included. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It was interesting when this was like displayed. Was it like, is this a new one? Is it not? Is this just a is this just like a like a half updated when they like actually showed this on the display at that convention to tease it. It's very interesting. We've got No Ram in the house. What is up? Thanks for being here. New name. Thank you for tuning in. It says, hi, just to know, if something is labeled as genuine real leather, it doesn't mean it's 100% real. Could be 100% real leather and the rest synthetic. Can always run a test on it. Cheers. This is a really, really good point that you can call something leather. And I brought this up a while ago too about like, there's really good quality leather and then there's shitty leather. And I don't think that like this on a figure like this, they're probably not going to do like extremely high quality leather. I think that this is a really good point. Like it'll be interesting to see how good of a quality the leather is. Because pleather cracks, but also like you need to do stuff to take care of leather as well. Like leather can dry out and stuff. So again, really what it does, it comes down to like just you got to climate control your stuff. Either way, you got to climate control your stuff. Dehumidifier, keep the room climate controlled, keep it out of direct sunlight. Yes, it's just this is a really good point. You just don't know what the quality of leather is going to be. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully it's okay. It just says as far as stuff that could be included, maybe the steel rod he uses in the final fight, but that's a massive stretch. It would be easy to make one, or that could come with a T-1000 if you do that figure. That's a good point too. Like if they do a T-1000, are they going to add in like sometimes like they add in those accessories that kind of play off each other? I feel like that's always cool. So yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point. Got another channel member in the house, Collection Obsession, says, hello there. I'm at work. We'll watch the replay later. Thank you so much for stopping in Collection Obsession. I hope you enjoy the replay when you hear me say this after you watch it. Really appreciate it. Guys, there's 43 of you in here. Would really, really appreciate it if you hit that like button before you head out of here. I am probably going to be done when a little bit over. Usually, like I said, if you guys aren't familiar with how this show works for me, you know what, before I say that, let me end the poll. Got 27 votes. Are you getting the T-800? Let's end it. We got 77% and 3% are saying yes, keeping their 1.0. So we got 80% total say yes. That's pretty high for like, I know it wasn't a ton of votes, but this is probably one of the higher polls as far as like, are you getting this? And no, 18%. So yeah, I'm not surprised one bit. Like this is one of those figures that people have been like really, really wanting for a really long time. And like I said, this event, they teased all this stuff. Batman Returns, Jungle Predator, like they teased this stuff, and they're like Chewbacca and C-3PO. When I saw Chewbacca and C-3PO, I was like, this is a flex. I don't think like this is something that's gonna happen, was my initial thought. And they like whatever, however long it was, a few weeks or whatever, I don't remember, they announced it. So it's like, it's just kind of crazy how they do things. But I did not see that 3PO and Chewbacca set coming at all. But here we are. It's crazy. So I know a lot of people are hyped about this. Are we going to get the Predator? Are we going to get Batman Returns? Are we going to get Jar Jar? Oh, Mitchell brought up Jar Jar. I kind of forgot about Jar Jar for a second. Was at that. I know I remember Jar Jar, but I forgot he was also at that event when they showed it. So it's like, they're probably going to do a Jar Jar for Phantom Menace 25th anniversary. Like it's probably going to happen. It's still crazy to say Phantom Menace 25th anniversary, the first movie I saw in theaters, but hell yeah, I'm getting that Jar Jar, man. Jose says, Steve's waiting for that Jar Jar drop. Jar Jar's coming home 100%, man. 100%. Darth Venom says, just smash that like button. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Christian Monset Predator. We got Neilerific in the house. What is up, man? Another channel member. Thank you so much for being here. He says, I love this. Just not sure I have room for him in my pre-orders. Yeah, that's what we're hearing kind of day in, day out on these now is like, do you have room in your pre-orders? Because Hot Toys has like drowned us with announcements and releases. Like I've said too in the past, like basically the ones that really hit me hard were Darkseid. And then when they did that other event where they announced like the battle damage Darth Vader, Grievous, Black Widow, Endgame Spider-Man, like, oh, and then they announced like Scorch. That was another one that like the Clone Commander Scorch. They're just, there's just so much stuff right now. It's crazy, but yeah, Do you have room in your pre-orders? That is one of the main things. That is one of the main things right now. For me right now, I really don't. So I'm not going to be pre-ordering this, but I could see myself probably picking this up down the line. I'm revamping my display still right now. And like I said, I need to have a one-off area. I need to get a one-off area in my collection that has like one area. And right now it's really hard because this is all Star Wars. This over here is going to be Marvel, DC. And then like I have a couple monos that are going to be some one-off figures, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do when it comes to that. We'll see. We'll see. Because I really like grouping stuff together and making it like consistent, like Star Wars by movie and stuff like that. So yeah. AJ says, feel like I'm getting a figure a week right now, even if they are delayed. Shipping figures really need to open some things soon. I know it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm not even caught up on some of the stuff I have to unbox. Just because I've been revamping everything. So it is crazy. Need to open some more things up too. But that will be that for today, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. 42 of y'all in here on a Thursday afternoon. That's pretty awesome. Thank you so much. Like I said, this show, Hello There, is basically for any new announcement or release that comes out. If I can do it same day, I'm going to try. It might be the next day, but this is kind of my plan. I really like doing lives, love doing live streams. I would much rather spend 30 minutes to an hour popping in live, hanging out with you guys in the chat. That is so much more fun to me than just like having to do a pre-recorded video. By the time I like pre-record a video, edit it, put it up on YouTube, that's going to probably take me like over an hour to do, when I can just like make a thumbnail, pop on here real quick, hang out with you guys, talk about figures. That's like the kind of the thing that I like to do when it comes to these streams. So hope you guys enjoy it as well. So stay tuned for more. Stay tuned for more of these. I'm going to be hopefully just doing these, especially if it's a figure that I want to talk about. I'm for sure going to do it. Am I going to miss one here and there? Maybe, but that's kind of what this show is, for. Okay, just have a great rest of your day, night, everyone. Yes, have a good one. Jose says, one of my module cases will be dedicated to one-offs. Very nice, dude. Very nice. We got Low Key stopping in. What's up, Calvin? Low Key Collector says, this is the one right here, fellas. Yeah, a lot of people hyped about this, but thank you for tuning in, bro. Darth Venom, thank you so much. Hope to see you back in another stream. Guys, best way to stay tuned to these streams too, hit that notification bell on my YouTube channel so you know, because these ones are going to be a little bit more like spontaneous, quicker streams where I'm not going to have a lot of time to promote it. So just keep that notification bell on so that you'll get that notification to your phone when I go live for these. If you want to watch, it's going to be kind of sporadic. I don't have a set time or schedule for these. So keep that in mind. Really appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out today. For those of you who are getting this figure, awesome. And that's it. That's all I got to say. I suck at ending streams. No, I'm just kidding. It's so hard to end it. I have so much fun. I just don't want to get off the show. But really appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. Oh, Keith is still here. He's waiting for that 4-hour stream. I wish Hot Toys would commit to doing more from this line movie. They might do it. They might revisit some of this and do some more stuff. We'll see. Thank you, Mitchell from the UK. Appreciate it. Dude, I swear, Midwest goodbye. This is it. Living in the Midwest, you just like, you never say goodbye until it takes forever. And with this, Valkyrie Magnus says, long live the Empire. Collect carefully.